Hello learners, welcome to the SanskarEdutech. I Akshay Patil, assistant teacher in English, working at PD Junior College of Commerce and Science. Today we are going to learn She Walks in Beauty, written by George Gordon Byron. George Gordon Byron, known simply as Lord Byron, was a famous English romantic poet and also a satirist. He attended a number of schools, including the famous public school Harrow, and then went to Trinity College, Cambridge. At the age of 21, he started a tour of Europe and the Orient, after which he composed Childe Harold's Pilgrimage, which made him immensely popular in England. Let's see first stanza. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes. She Walks in Beauty is a short lyrical poem. It is celebrating female beauty. The poet describes an unnamed woman who is exceptionally striking. The poet represents not only her external appearance but also her inner goodness. It makes her so captivatingly attractive. One of the beautiful poems of Lord Byron opens up with the praise of one's beauty. The speaker begins by describing the beauty of an unnamed woman. He refers her only by the pronoun she. The words walks in beauty indicates that her movement and every spring in her step make her more beautiful. Actually, she is not just a pretty face as shown in a portrait. It's the whole living, breathing, walking woman that's beautiful. In the next line, she is compared to something cosmic as night of cloudless climes and starry skies. Thus, the woman who is the subject of this poem is as flawlessly beautiful as a clear and starlit night sky. It seems not just a personal beauty, but a celestial, almost spiritual quality. Thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. Everything that is great about both dark and bright come together in that woman's aspect and especially her eyes. She's got the best of both in a harmonious blend. Here, aspect can mean her looks, facial expression, and her overall appearance. Her eyes are the best part of creating some kind of harmony between dark and bright. She is neither too dark like the night nor too light like the day. Instead, she radiates tender light. This is less gaudy or less flashy than the light which we get during the day. Thus, nature seems to have blessed the woman with a perfect balance. Let's see second stanza. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven trees or softly lightens over her face. In the second stanza of She Walks in Beauty, the speaker reiterates that the woman has the perfect balance of beauty. A touch of shade more or even one ray of light less could miss everything. Her grace and beauty, which can't be defined by words, is visible in every lock of her black hair. She also has the right amount of shade and rays balanced in the look of her face. Let's see next lines of the same stanza. Where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. Midway through the poem, the speaker now shifts his attention to describe the woman's inner beauty. The serene thoughts of her mind are so sweet that they make her countenance delighted in joy. In other words, the expression in her face indicates how sweet her thoughts and emotions are. The speaker now wonders how pure and precious the dwelling place of the lady's thoughts must be. Here, the dwelling place might indicate the woman's head, where the thoughts originate from, or her heart, the source of all emotions, or even the lady's overall physique. Anyway, the speaker indicates to the woman's overall beauty and innocence. Let's see last stanza of the poem. And on that cheek and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent. Our speaker is awfully struck by the lady's looks. He finds the winning smiles and the glowing shades of emotional expressions on her cheeks and brow so soft and measured and yet so fluent. The smiles on her face and the blushes that glow on her cheeks show that her days are spent well. It is reflective of her clarity of mind and her inner goodness. A mind at peace with all below. Besides being beautiful, soft and calm, the woman is also kind and good. Her mind is at peace with all below. This is indicative of the lady's humble and down to earth nature. A heart whose love is innocent, again her heart is very pure and love is innocent. In other words, her love is genuine and not attached to any selfish desire. All of these qualities, physical and spiritual, make the lady worthy of praise that the speaker showers upon her. A heart whose love is innocent. Again, her heart is very pure and love is innocent. In other words, her love is genuine and not attached to any selfish desire. All of these qualities, physical and spiritual, make the lady worthy of praise that the speaker showers upon her. Let's see some key points of the poem. Balance of light and dark. Unique comparison. Inner and outer beauty. Themes of harmony and innocence. And the last key point here is the romantic woman. Balance of light and dark. The poem heavily features the imagery of light and dark, creating a perfect balance in her appearance. For example, dark hair with bright, shining eyes. Unique comparison. She is likened to a night of cloudless skies and starry skies, which contrast with the traditional portrayals of beauty focusing solely on daylight or bright colors. Inner and outer beauty. The poem moves from praising her physical outward appearance to admiring her internal innocence, peace, and goodness of mind. Themes of harmony and innocence. The poet suggests that a poor man's life is richer in happiness, and that the true value of money is only realized when one has little of it. The romantic woman. The figure is presented as a balanced, divine ideal, often associated with innocence and perfection, placing her above the godly. Let's see some poetic devices from the poem. First poetic device here is alliteration. In alliteration, consonant or vowel sounds are repeated for musical effect. For example, the fair breeze blew and the white foam flew. Next poetic device is antithesis. In antithesis, opposite words or ideas are placed in the same sentence to create a stark contrast. Example, so close yet so far. Personification. In personification, inanimate objects such as plants or lifeless creatures are given human characteristics. Example, rocks are dancing. Inversion. In inversion, the correct grammatical order of a subject, verb, and object is not followed for maintaining the rhythm or rhyme scheme of a poem. Example, beyond the wall plays the boy tall. Metaphor. In metaphor, there is an indirect comparison between two ideas or things. It is also known as implied simile. Example, her words were daggers hurled at me. Onomatopoeia. In onomatopoeia, words that imitate a sound are used. Example, out the window flee the buzzing bee. Repetition. In repetition, same words or phrases are repeated for stressing or creating a pleasing effect. Example, Suman tried and tried and tried. Simile. In simile, two ideas or things which have just one feature in common are compared directly by using as or like. Example, I drifted like a flying kite. Synecdoche. In synecdoche, a part of something is used to represent the whole, or the whole is used to represent a part. For example, dancing is her bread and butter. Thank you everyone.